All right, let's take a real big look at the differences between the Republicans and the Democrats. We've got one side that's literally struggling to hold conversations with actual human beings, swearing they're all for the fairness and taking care of the other 99%. Can't even hold a conversation in a freaking donut shop. But anyway, they've got this the MAGA has this vision of this ultra masculinity, and saying that Walsh's son needs tampons and all this other like crap, and not realizing that when you step back and look at the families, just the families, what's the definition of a man? You've got, sports, you've got, patriotism, you've got sticking up for the country, putting America first, actually putting America first. You've got all this different stuff that has been the vision of the Republican Party. The Republicans are the badass manly men, and the Democrats are kind of wussified snowflakes that melt whenever someone says something that they don't like, which is kind of funny because you really can't say anything about Trump without, a mountain of them crying. But anyway, and you've got all this ugliness that came out because Gus, it doesn't matter if he has disabilities or not. It really doesn't make a difference. A son being proud of his father and getting emotional. Now, this is the dad who was a football coach in high school, brought the football team to a state championship. Every metric of MAGA and Republican, he's a real man. Great human being, actually hunts, has a bunch of guns, checks all the boxes on the MAGA and all the other side, except that D in front of his name, by the way. Except when he was in high school and when he was teaching high school and history and actually being a football coach, a state champion winning football coach, he actually led the Gay Alliance in the school and helped that organization. And the football players were behind it and actually involved in it as well. He had the whole school involved in treating everybody fairly, no matter what. Even if it's not your thing, even if it's something that you want nothing to do with, you don't want anyone in your family to have anything to do with, the bottom line is it's not your deal, it's not your life, mind your own fucking business. That's where that came from. Because freedom as America, as what the Republicans and MAGA pretend to want, is about minding your own business and people being able to do what they want to do, right? Live the way they want to live, as long as they're not hurting anybody or forcing anybody to join them. That's freedom. That's what it's supposed to be, correct? Another box checked. So what's the problem? What exactly are you pissed off about? Huh, Doug? What exactly? That his son showed emotion? His son is nonverbal, which means his son really doesn't talk that much. Autistic and other issues. But that is a father's love and a family love you saw there. I don't care if you don't have that type of family bond. I don't care if you've never felt that love in your life. I actually feel sorry for you if that's the case. But if you compare that to being some form of feminine, a good father, state championship coach, and an actual leader that cares about everybody, not just the people he agrees with, who works so hard to have a family through IVF, what the family promoting Republicans are supposed to be all for, and finally had his children. It's kind of hypocritical, don't you think? And going after a man who's actually served the country for 24 years and try and make up excuses to nullify his service? J.D. Vance served what? As a propaganda reporter. He was the guy that tried to basically candy coat all the war stuff and feed America and the press the bullshit. He would write the bullshit stories. That was his service during the war. For what, 6 months or 6 weeks, something like that. And you're defending that as actual valor. 24 years of service in the military to governor. And now to vice president. Yeah, I could see why your butt hurt. Everything you tried to do to sabotage this blew up in your face. So I can understand why your butt hurt. But here's the problem. It doesn't make you right. And it doesn't make you manly. A matter of fact, it makes you more of a whiny little bitch. Just saying. It makes you the weak ones. It makes you the snowflakes, because you can't handle a family dynamic that you know nothing about. You know, actual family love. And I'm not talking the Trump Ivanka type of love, or the Trump Don Jr. and Eric type of love. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually genuinely loving your children like a real man and a real father would. So yeah, MAGA, good luck to you. Because this election is going to set you back. And if you are stupid enough to try and do another J6 thing, remember one thing. Joe Biden's in charge. He is president with absolute immunity to do whatever he sees fit as president. Remember that. Yeah. Your guy did that. Dark Brandon's just waiting for an excuse. So go give him one. Let's see how that works out for you. Probably as good as this election's going to. Bye.